friends, hello, welcome back to my channel. This is Martyna, and today I would love to invite you to join me for a relaxing, cozy and hopefully fun journaling session. I'm actually going to be using a journal that I don't know if I've shared with you guys before, correct me if I'm wrong, but here it is. It's just a regular notebook from a brand called Leuchtturm 1917 with just plain dotted pages, and I kind of added a few bits and pieces. I added a charm to the spine, a little bit of embossing on the front cover, and I am using it as a daily-ish journal, meaning that sometimes I journal about every day, sometimes about certain events, or sometimes like I'm going to be doing today, just a couple of days. I think this particular couple of spreads is going to cover from Thursday to Saturday last week, and I am going to be documenting autumn. So I am starting by adding a little bit of color to the pages because, like I said, this is just a regular notebook, and as a junk journaler, I am used to having my pages all colorful, all different types of pages. And the quickest and most fun way that I know of adding color to your pages is by using plastic packaging, like you can see me do right now, and some water-soluble markers. In my case, I am using the Crayola Super Tips. And by water-soluble, I mean that they dissolve in water or that the ink is water-based. And so I am going to spritz it with water and simply just smoosh it all over my pages. And for me, this creates the most random and interesting and organic, in a way, effect, which I know that I would not be able to replicate if I was using watercolors and a paintbrush. I just love it, and I often use it, and the Crayola Super Tips markers are super affordable, and they come in so many different colors, so you can have as many color combos as you love on your pages. Then I decided I really wanted to add a tip in. Again, I am a junk journaler at heart, and so even in a notebook journal, I love to add elements that I also would add in a junk journal. So you will see me add some tip-ins, some fold-outs, some tabs. I also like to add maybe some pockets or tuck spots, and obviously I know that all of these elements make a notebook journal so much chunkier. And this particular journal, even though I've only been journaling in it for a while, but I am not even halfway through with the pages, and it's already so thick. But I don't know, I feel like I'm just living my best life with this journal, adding all of the chunky bits and pieces that I love, so I'm not even too worried about that. And so the picture that you can see me that I'm going to be attaching comes from a Daphne's Diary magazine, as does the paper that I added to the back to just cover the white background. And I am going to be adding it in between those two pages, so kind of like an additional page. Again, it does add bulk, so be careful if you don't want to bulk up your journals too much. And I am going to be using washi tape to add it, and I have this super cute bunny washi tape that you see me grabbing here. I love it, it's so sweet. I thought it matched the theme so perfectly and the colors, and yeah, I'm just going to be using some tape to add it. And not only does this additional page, it's a beautiful illustration, so it's a decoration of my spread and it matches the theme of today's journaling session, but it also gives me a little bit more room for journaling, because I am going to utilize the back side of this piece, and I am going to be adding a little bit of journaling there. So in this process video, I am actually kind of celebrating the fall. During this past weekend, we took a few absolutely wonderful walks, and I took a lot of photos, and would you guys just look at those stunning colors. Autumn is my absolutely favorite season, and everything is just so beautiful, so vibrant reds and yellows and golds and all of that. And Derek was actually laughing at me when we were walking, that I was behaving like a child who has not seen, the fall colors before, or like I was seeing it for the first time, and I kind of felt like that, and I was so excited, and I was like, oh, look at this, wow, this beautiful tree, this beautiful plant. But yeah, I was absolutely amazed. And so I picked a few photos that I took on that day. It was on Saturday, and I'm going to be decorating them a little bit with some washi tape. And I actually used my Canon selfie printer to print these photos, and I am also using the Project Life app, which is a free app that you can download on your phone to collage photos. So like you have the 4x6 template, and you can collage 2 or 4 or 6 or however many photos onto one spread, which basically gives you those smaller sizes, which I believe are perfect for journaling, especially if you are like if you don't want to cover the whole pages with photos. And yeah, so added those photos, and now I am using the same Crayola markers that I used to add color to the background of those pages to add my title, which is going to be just Hello Autumn. And these Crayola markers, not only are they so affordable and they come in so many beautiful colors, they are water soluble, but they are also really good if you like hand lettering, but you don't want to, go and buy very expensive brush pens, because if you just hold it at a certain angle, you can get the thicker downstroke and the thinner upstroke. And now I am using a very thin fine liner to actually add a little bit of outline to my letters, kind of messily, but I just like the look, and I like how it makes those letters pop up from the background, and it adds a little like a sketchy, like, is it a word, like a sketch-like look to them. So yeah. And now, because this particular page is going to be documenting a few days, I really always like to put a date. So I am stamping OCT for October with my letter stamps, and these ones I got from AliExpress, but you can definitely also find them on Amazon. So I really love them, and I used archival ink with in the color coffee. And now this stunning sticker book, this stunning sticker book comes from Crate Paper, and it is one of the Maggie Holmes sticker books, and I just love it so much. I love sticker books in general, or stickers, and then sticker books. And so I just added, my days and my dates just to keep it interesting. I could obviously just stamp them as well, or maybe add them with my pen, but I like all of the different layers, and you guys know me from my crafting videos. I love adding textures. I just love all of the different textures. So here you can see me decorating the page with some of those cute little leaves, and they also come from a Daphne's Diary magazine, from one of their fall issues, I think from last year. And I just fussy cut some of those leaves, and I think they match this spread perfectly. And I also am right now gluing down this Mind and Soul little title piece, I would say, because truly this walk on Saturday was a feast both for my mind and soul. Like, I don't know, it just recharged my batteries. It made me so happy. Yeah. And here you can see me just adding some more decorations. So these are also basically all of the magazine clippings in this, and magazine images in this process video are going to be from Daphne's diary. And because I am documenting more than just one day or a couple of days, I decided to use 2 double page spreads for this particular journaling session. And so when I turned the page, I just quickly decorated it. And I am adding a few bits and pieces. This is kind of my preferred style of journaling. This is how I usually do it. So I first start with the biggest decorations, maybe adding a little bit of color, maybe some bigger titles, bigger photos, and then I add bits and pieces of journaling, of actual writing, as you can see here. And then the last sort of step is going to be adding tiny little stickers and decorations and doodles to fill in all of the blanks. So yeah, I'm just journaling about how beautiful October has been so far, because I haven't been able to enjoy fall this year. Like in September was a very cold and gloomy month here in Poland, which honestly I was not mad about, because after the heat wave that we had over the summer, it was a welcome change. But yeah, these past few days have been so warm and sunny, and this is just the perfect fall weather for me. And I'm like I said, it's a feast for my mind, for my body, for my soul, all of those beautiful colors. And so I decided that I like to do it also in this journal, adding all of the different tabs and things that stick out from the cover. So when the cover is closed, I like to have things sticking out, and you will see in just a moment, and you can see already on the left hand side that I have some ribbons and some sari silk, some eyelash trim, all of the different bits and pieces. I just love how it looks kind of combined with a regular notebook. And so I picked this lace scrap that I had, and right now I am attaching it with just a bit of wet glue. However, I am going to go back in just a minute or so to add some staples to just make sure that it stays in place. I also added this boots image, the image of boots on the right hand side, because we've been walking so much. We are very, very blessed to be able to have this amazing place, like a forest, and there is also like a lake-ish type of thing. It's like 5 minutes from where we live on foot, and you can just get lost there in the nature and walk and walk and walk, or ride a bike, or skate, roller skate. I'm just so grateful to live near such a place, especially that we live in a big city. Krakow is one of the biggest cities here in Poland. So it's really nice to have a little bit of nature. And what you guys saw me do on like the back side of this fold out part is I just added a little label from this humongous and wonderful Happy Planner sticker book. And I just wanted a little bit of place to journal, but something that would not be as busy as the background that I had there. So yeah, just added a few sentences. I really like to do it. So because I usually have more than one thing that I want to talk about in my journaling, like you can see here, I like to divide my journaling into sections by either like literally dividing it into the top of the page and the bottom of the page. Sometimes I like to add little labels to add to the, you know, to add little journaling spots. And here you can see I also sometimes like to write sideways. I also think it adds a little bit of interest, but it also, for me at least, it clearly says or shows that this is like a different paragraph, that here I am talking about something else. You could of course just use maybe different colors of pens. That's also something that I do sometimes and something that I would love to try to do more. But for now, my favorite pen to journal is this Muji gel pen in 0.38 tip. So it's a very thin tip, and it's literally my favorite pen ever. I just found my pen piece with with this pen. I love it so much. It writes so smoothly, and it's just wonderful. And I think with the right pen, did anyone ever notice that with the right pen your handwriting just looks so much nicer? And I think that my handwriting looks nicer with this pen than, for instance, with some thicker ballpoint pens. So I really love using it. And yeah, like I said a few minutes earlier, I am now going in with little stickers, little bits and pieces, just to fill in the spaces, because I don't like to have too much free space on my pages. I love them to be busy. I love them to be completely filled. I think maybe it also stems from the fact that I most often use junk journals where the pages are already, you know, some patterned papers and such. And I felt that this particular spread was missing something, and so I have this beautiful book that I got on Amazon from an artist called Olivia Gibbs. And I know her from Instagram, and she has this stunning book, and I bought it with journaling in mind. Like literally I knew I was going to repurpose the pages for my journaling. And at the back of this book she actually has a few, like maybe 4 pages of those smaller journaling cards that have either some sentiments on the back, or like this one has some lines where you can add maybe a little bit of journaling, and they are perforated. Excuse me, my voice is so scratchy. But they are perforated, and you can very easily remove them and repurpose them the way you want. So I just added it here. Like I said, I love when things flip out in my journal. I love, again, I'm using another piece of lace to add yet another label, not label, but tab, which again, I know that it's just making my journal so much more thick than it would if I wasn't using anything else but paper. But I just can't, like I just can't stop myself. So I added it purely as decoration. I didn't really have anything else to journal about, so I just added a little bit of decoration to the back of this card, and I have it. I have it like that. Some more finishing touches, bits and pieces, completely inspired by the wonderful Emmy Lou art. I added some little tiny hearts with my Crayola super tips, and then I am going back with the tiniest star stickers, again from AliExpress. And yeah, this is these 2 pages completed, and I hope you guys enjoyed this journaling session. I hope you enjoyed this form of journaling. I've been feeling like I want to experiment a little bit, and also this type of a video, it allows me to just film anywhere, whenever I am journaling, even if I'm like super tired and I am just doing a little bit in my journal, I can turn on the camera and just have a video for you guys. So I hope you enjoy it, and yeah, I'm looking forward to journaling with you guys some more. So have a wonderful day, and I will speak to you guys very soon in the next video. Bye.